welcome back to our channel. So my name is Daniela, and the other half of Magical Wiggles is my mom, Adriana. But today is gonna be a semi day in the life-ish with me. So we're gonna pack up some orders for the 13 Dream Design Store, which is our Etsy shop for vintage clothing, and then I'm gonna dive into the Magical Wiggles. My mom, she made some dresses, some wallets, some.
So, like I mentioned, the first thing I did was get started unpacking. So we had a few things. I like to fold them so that they look as cute as possible whenever you open them up. Also, I'll do the bow, make sure all the ruffles show up, and then we put them in tissue paper and use yarn to close them up. The yarn is like, it always looks cute. The color might change, of course, depending on when it happens, but it always gives it this like handmade look, which we really like. As you'll see, I do fold the sides inwards and then fold it over. It just kind of like creates like an envelope feeling, so I think it just gives it that extra experience whenever the person's opening it. Then every time that I finish, I do put it into the plastic sleeve, so you'll see me like writing in Sharpie, and I'm just writing the name of the customer who purchased this, so that when I do put the labels, I don't get them all mixed up. All of our orders come with a handwritten note. So after I finished preparing all of that, I did take a little break just to play around with Shinobi. She's a really good girl, and she let me put the little feather on her, and afterwards I did take it off so she wouldn't get annoyed with me. So we just started the process on weighing the items. So because we are a small business at home, we actually put the scale on the cat tree. It is a step that Shinobi and Benny don't like to use, so it's just multi-purpose tree. So every time that I weigh something, I always make sure that I write down what the number is, how many ounces, how many pounds, next to the person's name, so that they're not overcharged for the purchase. A lot of the times, especially with our Etsy shop, like they will do like automatic calculations, and it'll actually end up being heavier, or well, their calculations will be heavier, but the reality will be lower. So if it's lower, we do the refund the overages, just as a way of kind of being honest and transparent with our customers. It's not something that we intend to earn a profit of. A lot of people, they do like add a lot of extra money to the shipping, so then they can do discounts on the prices. We personally don't like doing discounts on our items because they're fairly priced, so that allows us to always give you like realistic expectations, like this is what the item is worth and this is what you're paying for it. We're not trying to play any weird mind games. I know it is a marketing tactic and I totally get it, but it's just not the way that we've done our business. And yeah, it just hasn't been something that we've really had a lot of success in. At one point we did try to do it with creating like a what do you call it, a section within the shop that was all full of items that were discounted because we wanted to move the inventory, but that extra discount didn't make them go out any sooner. They were just purchased at the same exact rate as anything else that we use. So if you have had success with the marketing, that's awesome. It's great for you. I don't know if it's because of the products that we sell on Etsy, but we just haven't had that same type of success. Now, at this point, Shinobi is getting annoyed because she doesn't like that crinkle noise. She is a very independent girl. She doesn't like noise. She likes the quiet and the peace. So, poor girl is just humoring me, trying to be a good kitty. But we're all finished, so we can see her ears going back to normal soon. Just because we finished doesn't mean that I'm done with her. So I actually went and I grabbed a few of these little pocket hugs that my mom's been working on. They're just little hugs or heart shapes, I guess, that you can carry around with you just as a reminder of your love for your cat, or the kitty you've lost. But here's a close-up of Shinobi, just for cuteness. I don't know if anybody just like gets mesmerized by their cat's eyes, but Shinobi's eyes, like you can see, like the right side looks more yellow, but then depending on the light, it almost looks a little bit greenish, and she's just a beautiful creature. I mean, all of our cats are, but I definitely have a heavy bias towards Shinobi being the most beautiful girl cat ever. Now, as I was trying to print out the labels, she just got into like this weird vibe of I want to be loved, and she came to visit me to my computer to rub like against me, and eventually she decided to move on to her cat tree. As you can see, she is wearing one of our jackets, and she was able to jump from the bed to the cat tree and then get all the way up to her little ball and then groom herself, which is something that we're super proud of, that our cat is able to be so comfortable but still look adorable wearing the clothes. But of course, all of that is under supervision. So Keila, by now, she knows the sound of the printer, or the little roller printer that we use. So anytime that she hears it, she gets super excited and tries to hurry us up so that we can get on with her car ride, because that's the best part of her day. So she'll try to lay down and try to sit and just do like her own version of tricks to try and convince you to hurry up, that she's being good, so there's places she's gotta be. And once we do get to the post office, I always make sure that everything is empty, because sometimes packages do get stuck, so that way everything is extra safe anytime that we make a drop off. It was really empty that day, but it worked out, because that way Keila didn't have to worry about anyone bothering her while she waited for me.
Now we are back home, and we're going to be trying to take pictures of the stuff my mom kind of showed you guys on July 1st, of the new products, everything that we kind of been working on. I know it's been all over the place, but like my mom said, we're kind of just trying to find our creativity again, and it's just been rough. Also, please don't mind the nails. I tried painting them and then I went gardening, and I guess my nails bent and the the paint just kind of peeled right off. So yeah, that was sad. But yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first up we have the little wallets. I like to do things in order, so we're doing wallets first, then the little pouch, and dresses. So we're gonna take a picture of these, and we also have a bonus which we haven't introduced yet, but I think it'll be really cool, which are these little hearts. So a lot of times when we go vintage shopping, we find like random little things, and we really love these hearts. They're just super cute. So I'm gonna be taking a picture of them, and hopefully you guys like them. Like, they're definitely handmade. Not by these are not by us, but you can tell like how much care like went into all of them. And then we have this amazing little quilted like wall piece with cats on it, which is just absolutely adorable. So yeah, so that's the plan for now. Somebody decided to visit because it's almost time for tea. So she came to give me a gentle reminder. It's okay.
I originally wasn't going to be taking pictures of the dresses on Shinobi, like her wearing it, which is why she was already dressed up. I generally don't like putting anything on her if we're going to do a photo shoot, because it just seems like overkill. Like, I'm asking her to put on all these dresses for pictures and then she's already dressed. It just seems like too much. So it's just a personal preference. I obviously, like, after almost 10 years of dressing her up, we do have a pretty good understanding and communication on when the right time is and when it's not the right time to take pictures. I'm going to be making a separate video on how to take pictures of your cat wearing clothes or just in general, how to get them to look at the camera and stuff like that. Because I do have a lot of expertise in that, which I don't think it applies to a lot of things. You'll notice that I do use a lot of treats. Depending on her mood, I will also use toys. It just makes it like a fun bonding experience, and that's kind of how I see the clothes, really. It's just a moment for you to take a moment with your cat, enjoy their presence, enjoy their cuteness, and for them to get spoiled. They're really what it comes down to. So you'll see sometimes I have to put an extra snack to be able to close it up, or I'll be able to use one snack to close it. It all just depends on her mood. I never try to pressure her into it. If the moment I try to put on anything on her, she's just not feeling it, then we stop. We just automatically stop, and I just take it on the little carpet, because it's not worth it to me to make her uncomfortable. In general, yes, it is way more challenging to dress her up instead of one of the puppies, but the dresses do sell way better when they have a model on them. Even though I try to like give it the shape and do the pictures and all that, it's still so much better whenever she does get to model. I only put on the dresses for like a few seconds at a time, or if she's really feeling the dress, like she doesn't want me to take it off, then I just let her be and then come back a couple minutes later to take it off, so that she doesn't stay with them. Any of the attire, like, it should always be under supervision. Like, even when I say come back, I just mean like come back to try to take it off, but I'm always watching her so she doesn't get caught up in anything. And once her modeling session is done, I do give her a handful of treats just to kind of reinforce that positive experience, so she knows that when we do have these modeling sessions, like, it's always a positive for her. Hopefully you enjoyed this little snippet of her life. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.